So moving on, I'm going to select an instrument now, and I'm going to go to Instrument Rack and select, I think, a pad. So I'm going to go to Pads, and I can preview the pad sounds by clicking on them. When I've found one that I like, I click and drag it into an empty space. And in User 1 mode, I can start playing the synth with the launch pad. So when I've found something that's acceptable, I go back into session mode and I simply play the beat, hit the pad next to the beat to record into the next slot, jump into User 1 mode and start playing my piece in. Okay, so again, this is really simple. I'm going to keep it simple so it's easy to follow. I'm going to double click on the clip and again adjust the start and end points. So we've got a nice 4-bar loop. I'm going to play the scene of clips by hitting this round button here. Turn the click off. So that's sounding pretty good. Next, in the drum rack, I'm going to expand all parts of the drum rack by clicking on this here. And then I'm going to rename each sample appropriately. To do this, hit Command and R on your QWERTY keyboard, which renames each channel. Okay, so on the snare, I'm going to add some effects. So I'm going to click on the snare channel and then click on Audio Effects and go to Reverb and click and drag a reverb simply onto that sample. This kind of shows you that you can have complete control over every single sample that's played in your drum rack. It's really handy. So now I just need to adjust the reverb to something more suitable. Now this is all down to preference, so you need to just change your parameters until what you hear sounds suitable in your head. I'm not going to go too in depth here, I'm just going to keep it quite simple so we can move on and build up the rest of the track. Okay, so that sounds pretty good. I'm going to minimize the drum channel. And next, I'm going to add a sidechain to the pad that's going to be triggered by the kick. So I'm going to go to Audio Effects, Compressor, and click and drag the generic compressor onto the pad channel. By clicking on this, I expand the options and then select Sidechain, Audio from Drums, and in Post Effects, I change that to Drum Rack and the kick sample. And now I can adjust the ratio, attack, release, and threshold. Again, this is down to your own preference. I'm going to do something quick here until I get the desired effect.